Hi guys, and welcome to day 6 of the 12 days of chiropractic. Today we're going to talk about a topic that is a little hard to do over the Christmas period, and that is to try and avoid overeating during this time. Now it's time for celebration, and we tend to not only consume more, but the foods that we eat tend to be a little bit more rich, perhaps not as healthy for us, and perhaps the drinks that we're consuming too could be along that line. So today I'm just going to give you 5 tips to help you through this period. We're certainly not saying don't eat Christmas dinner, don't go out socialising. We know that's going to happen, and we want you to enjoy that, and we want you to feel like that's a really necessary part of your life. But what we want to do is to try to help you in between times or beforehand, just to make it a little less stress on your body. So the first one is to consume water before each meal. We would have talked about this in a previous video, but water helps to not only make sure that we've got enough water in us when we drink it, but it helps suppress our appetite. Sometimes when we think we're hungry and we have this mouth hunger, it's actually our body's way of crying out to say that we're dehydrated. The other good tip about doing that, as I mentioned previously too, is that it's a reminder to us to make sure that we are consuming our water. So first tip is drink a glass of water before you eat. The second one is to consume smaller portions. Now, I love the ham and turkey as much as anyone, and I'm certainly not saying don't consume plenty of it. But over Christmas, often, if you're anything like my Christmas, you get to serve your own plate in a lot of ways. So if you have the ability where you're not actually serving up, you are serving up yourself, just put a smaller amount on your plate to start with. It's never going to run out. There's always more food at Christmas than you need. So just start with a smaller plate, and then going on from that, the third point is to eat more slowly. So as you've cut your food up and you're eating, to place your utensils, place your knife and fork down on the plate, and just sit back and consume the food. By doing that, it will slow you down. You won't rush to eat. One of the reasons we can eat a lot quickly and not feel full is because the food hasn't had a chance to come down and start to be digested through the stomach. By eating it more slowly, our bellies will feel more full more quickly, and we'll start to realise that we actually don't need that last potato, even though it smells so good. The fourth one is to control the meals that you can control. So if you're going out for lunch or going out for dinner and someone's serving up, then I'm not saying eat what they serve up and enjoy it. But the meals like, say, breakfast or lunch where you're on your own or it's in your control, try and have a raw meal. So, fruit and veg, maybe some lean meats, but try and cut out the carbohydrates, the breads, the pastas, the potatoes, because we're going to have plenty of those anyway. So, whether it's making yourself a green smoothie in the morning or a fruit salad in the morning, it may not sound as exciting as bacon and eggs and ham and turkey, but it will certainly help you to not overconsume and actually give you more energy. And the last point I'm going to give you today is to avoid the guilt. Too many times when we eat and we having rich foods and stuff like that, we go, I shouldn't be having this. This is not good for me. It's I'm looking big. All this type of stuff. It's a time for celebration, and we want you to enjoy the meals that you have. So if you're having an extra beer or two or a wine, or you're having that extra potato, then celebrate it, because why are you there in the first place? You're there to be with your family and friends. At the end of the day, guilt is just a distorted memory that you've built up in your mind about a previous experience where you think you've either done harm to yourself or harm to someone else without there being a benefit to that person or to yourself. Now, I hope that makes sense, but basically what we're saying is that you have a preconceived idea that you've built up in your mind saying, this is not good, this is not good, this is bad, this is bad. When in fact, it's actually just part of the picture. There's actually an equal and opposite side, which is positive, which is I'm here, yes, I might be consuming a little bit more rich foods than normal, but I'm actually here celebrating with my family and friends, having a great time, connecting socially, and this helps stimulate my brain and makes me feel good as well. So In this instance of the overconsumption of food, if you do overconsume, or if you are eating more rich foods, enjoy them, celebrate them with your friends, knowing that later down the track you're going to reel that back in anyway. So there's our 5 tips for avoiding overeating. As I say, probably the most important is don't feel guilty, enjoy. Speak to you tomorrow.